welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Luton Town Let's Play here on the channel. Now, I've got the starter screen where it is at the moment because I don't want to give away what's happened previously. But in today's episode, we're going to be away from home to Brentford and then at home to West Ham United. Now, it's worth pointing out that we need a win. So let's see what the rest of the fixtures have looked like so far. And as you can see, it's not looking great. It's been terrible, as a matter of fact. So when we finished in the last episode, we got beaten 2-0 away from home against Brighton and 3-1 at home to Aston Villa. I then played the Chelsea game offline where I wouldn't say we were terrible, despite the fact that we got beat 5-1. But the actual, if you look here, it was 3-1 down. Diku with an own goal, Sterling and Lukaku. Danae actually scored just before Lukaku did to make it 2-1, got it a bit interesting. But then Lukaku and Jackson with goals in the 85th and 87th minute kind of made that look a bit more than what it perhaps deserved to be. Although if you look at the actual match stats, XG, they were quite some way ahead of us. We only had 27% possession, 81% pass completed compared to their 92%. But when you look at the shots and the shots on target, that wasn't too dissimilar, to be quite honest. So I do feel 5-1 kind of flattered Chelsea a little bit. Then we played Wolves in the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup, whatever you want to call it. They scored from Matheus Nunes in the first minute, and after that it was pretty even. And again, I think we was unlucky to go out of that. To be honest, I'm not really too disheartened about going out of that, although a win would have been nice. Then I believe at that point we changed our tack. I'm just looking at the team we've got here. We might have even changed it for that one there. Looking at this one, so just going to go into the actual match, see what our tactic was for it. So yeah, we was playing the 4-3-3 in that match against Chelsea. In the match against Wolves, we then switched to the 4-2-4. And I think our performances have been a lot better since we've had, or maybe just better rather than a lot. We then played Fulham, lost 2-1 in that one. They went 1-0 up through Mitrovic, who's, this is our world, so therefore he's still at the club. Adebayo then picked up a goal in the 66th minute to pull one back after Harry Wilson had scored a penalty for Fulham to give him a 2-1 lead. Then this game tore me apart. So we took the lead through Carlton Morris on the 15th minute, and Gabriel equalised for Arsenal a minute before half-time, and then Martinelli scored for them a minute after half-time, and then Ben White got an absolute screamer of a goal in the 71st minute. I think we were really unlucky in this game. I really do. The fact that Arsenal in the game before that tore Nottingham Forest apart 6-0 at Forest. I was dreading going to the Emirates. I really was. I thought we was going to be looking at something along the lines of Chelsea, but with a 0 in that column. So to only lose 3-1 and to be in the game and causing them problems for quite a while, I'm actually pretty happy with that performance. And then again against Liverpool, we weren't massively out of the game. We lost 2-0, Nunes and McAllister with the goals, but again, they only got their first goal 5 minutes before half-time, and it stayed 1-0 up until 10 minutes before full-time. So again, I wasn't too disheartened by that. But again, if we look at the stats, we only had one shot on target in the entire game. Possession was 35%. It really wasn't good enough. So now it brings on to Brentford, who are 11th in the Premier League, away from home. And then we've got West Ham, who are 10th, and we're at home. We need to get something from these two games. Even if we just get 2 draws out of these 2 games, I'll be relatively happy. But if we can pick up a win and a loss, I'll be happy with that. What I will then do is I'll play Newcastle and Wolves offline and Sheffield United. And then we'll come back in episode 3 for Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. But to be honest, a reason why I came back now for these 2 games is because I think I'm getting sacked pretty soon. I mean, the board haven't said that I'm getting sacked, but when that is how you start your managerial campaign or your managerial career, you are not looking like you're going to be lasting long in the job. So anyway, another thing I want to go to is their medical centre, because if we look at current injuries, so we've got Elijah Adebayo, who's out until the beginning of December. Ogbene with broken ribs is out until mid-October, so he's got another week or so out. You look at our injury history, I mean, this is what we've had this season. I mean, it has been ridiculous. You know, Morris, Ogbene, this is his second injury, he's barely played really. Walton, their goalkeeper, Lockyer has had a couple of injuries. Freeman, Onyeka, Ogbene again, it's his third. Adebayo, he's now had his second. Freeman again, and then Gomez. We are getting so many injuries, and that's before you include the fact that if you go into our under 21s, these 3 here are actually first team players that I've just moved to the under 21s because they're out for an extended period of time. So Osho has got another 3 to 6 weeks left. Jordan Clark has got up to 2 months left, and Dan Potts has got up to 2 months left. Its injuries are crippling us. You combine that with what I think can only be described as a barbaric fixture list. You know, to get Brighton, Villa, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. Perhaps you could say we should have beaten Wolves, or could have beaten Wolves at least. Could have got something against Fulham. But we've had the players come to me. They're not happy. They want to, morale's really low at the club. I wanted to say to them, well, start winning matches then and you'll feel a bit happier. But you can't really do that. I've then had, if we go to our squad list and filter by positions, I then had Pelly, Ruddock and Panzu come to me demanding he has a new contract. Now, when you look at it, 6.6 is 6 appearances in the league and 6.5 in his 1 Carabao Cup appearance. I wanted to say to him, well, go out there, play some decent football, show me you deserve a new contract. But as he is quite a... Where do you find the dynamic part of it? Probably in dynamics, to be fair. In the hierarchy, as you see, Mpenza is one of the team leaders. I couldn't afford to upset him. So I had to give him his new contract. And that sickened me. It really did. So if we get into the game for today, so these are the fixtures. Only West Ham versus Sheffield United also being played today. Other games have already been played. This is how the league looks in a moment, with Liverpool top, Newcastle second, Arsenal third, Villa fourth. So when you look at this, we've played first, we've played third, we've played fourth, we've played seventh. Then you've got Brighton in 12th, Chelsea 15th. You know, we've had such a tough start to this season, we really have. So let's get into the tactical reminder. Again, we only go with that. Oh, and Onyeka can't play against his parent club. How wonderful. Completely forgot about that. So Campbell will come in for Onyeka. We will need to take Onyeka out, so we'll bring Luke Berry in there. Now, Freeman's not really doing anything for us out here, so I think I'm going to bring... Now, I am debating... No, we bring Onyedema on in his place. Now, as you see, we are getting more familiar with our tactic. But what we've also got, or we can actually change it now, but in the last game, Clinton Morrison was injured, so we couldn't play him up there. We had to play Musqui, Admiral Musqui, and I mean, to be fair, he had a goal disallowed for offside, so he didn't do too badly. So let's get into the game. It's our first game of the episode. Drop a like if you enjoy this content. If you want to see more, subscribe as well. That's always helpful to the channel. And drop into the comments how you're finding FM24. Are you enjoying it? What parts of it are you enjoying the most? Have you found any bugs? So let's get into the game. I'm really hoping we can get something. We really need to get something out of this game. It's just so demoralising, just defeat after defeat after defeat. I mean, I get how the dressing room's feeling, you know. I mean, to be fair, we've had 4 shots at goal compared to their 1. We've had 44% possession, so that's a lot more possession than what we used to. So it's not looking too bad at the moment, but they've now had 3 shots on target. We haven't even had a shot on target. But you know what? If this game was to end 0-0, I would have no complaints about that. I'd be very pleased with a 0-0 draw. So we win the ball back with Onyedema. Brings it up the right-hand side, goes back inside to Laduni. And Morris has got another injury as well. Oh, we've hit the crossbar. I thought that was in. I was about to jump up out of my chair and start celebrating. Oh, that was agony. So yeah, it looks like Carlton Morris has picked up an injury as well, which is far from ideal. So, not a bad first half. I'm quite pleased with that first half, actually, to be honest. I'm proud of it. Yeah, I'm proud of everyone's effort so far. Keep going and we can win this. Come on. We can do this, Luton. Let's go, boys. So, they've had a little alteration with their tactic by the looks of it. You know, just moving people around. So, yeah, how are you finding FM24? I have to keep stopping myself, so I keep going to say FM23. But, yeah, how are you finding FM24? You enjoying it? I'm absolutely loving it. I've played so much of this game so far after I got to this point in the save. So we're coming forward now. Doughty finds Woodrow. Cordy Woodrow, what can he do? Come on, Cordy. Doughty, Woodrow. Oh, he scored! Onyedema. I went with him instead of Freeman. That was an inspired decision by me. It's all on me. Nothing to do with them. That is all me. Oh, yes. 1-0. Can we hold on to this? I need to not forget to do substitution. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So Alfie Doughty's not playing the best. He's a bit low in terms of his fitness as well. Carlton Morris probably does need to come out. So if we bring Musqui in, swap him and Woodrow around, that's how we had it in the last game. And then Alfie Doughty, if we bring him out and put Carlos Mendes Gomez in his place. He was the guy that I was debating with him or Onyedema about who comes in for Freeman. So glad I went with that option, to be quite honest. Right, so we need to make a change in midfield. So Pelly Ruddock and Panzu can come on for Asa Laduni. Then we bring Mads Anderson on for Diku. And that would be it for now. Oh, guys, folks, we are 15 minutes away from winning our first game of the season. What's happening here? Is this us shooting that way? No, it's them. De Silva with the free kick. Oh, he's at the crossbar. Come on, boys. We really need this. We really, really need it. Come on. Right. We're going to make one more substitution. And I think we'll go with Reece Burke to come on for Reggie Cannon. What we're also going to do is go into our tactics and we are going to time waste frequently because we need this win. We really need this. Would be so huge if we could get this. De Silva with a free kick for Brentford. Oh, what a goal. I mean, fair play. That was, as far as goals go, that was an absolute screamer of a goal from De Silva. Don't lose it, boys. Come on, just get a point. It'd be a first point with 8 minutes of added on time. Oh, my word. Maybe we shouldn't have been wasting time. Oh, please hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on. Yes. Do you know what? I've never been so pleased to get a draw in Football Manager in my life. If we look at the numbers, we should have won that. So despite the result, trust the process will be successful if we keep that up. Yeah, I think that's good. So we've got our first points of the season, ladies and gentlemen, away from home against Brentford. I don't think we were massively outplayed in that game. I think Brentford, on the grand scheme of things, may have deserved it. So, I mean, look at that. E for squad. The board are very disappointed about the dressing room atmosphere and a lack of support for you from the squad. I'll show you the dynamics. I think you saw them earlier on anyway. But I mean, they are pleased with the transfers we made. So I'm kind of thinking we're not this bad because of the transfers I made. The board are disappointed with the team's recent results. I mean, to be honest, this all seems kind of fair. Delighted with the financial aspect of the Reggie Cannon signing. Delighted with the financial aspect of Jason Donat. To me, this is all kind of wrong as well because they only ever highlight the fact that they're free transfers, so they got a good deal out of it. They don't sort of look at it and say, might have been a bit expensive, but we're reserving judgment because he could be sold for a lot more money later on down the line, and things like that. All the supporters, they're not happy with us, are they? I mean, they've got a much better opinion. The fans are satisfied that so many players are in good form right now. I mean, I don't know who you're watching. I think we're watching a completely different team, to be honest. But okay, that's fine. Because bearing in mind, the fans do have good influence. Managerial support is poor. I mean, we do need that improving. I mean, I've even gone into training and started doing like team bonding and community outreach stuff and all that sort of thing. I never touch training. Never do I touch training. But I've just been trying to do stuff just to try and improve morale a little bit more. That's so gutting. I mean, to be fair, it was an absolute cracker of a goal. Morris is out for 1 to 3 days, so he should be fine for our next game, which I believe is against West Ham at home. I'm probably completely wrong, but that's who I think it is. I mean, they've got to pay Barnsley 250 grand after he's made 10 appearances. Draw leaves. I mean, the last time we got that, it was sorry Luton lose 6th straight game. So draw leaves Luton still chasing first win in 7. That's fine. We've picked up our first point of the season, which, looking at the table, it doesn't take us off 19th. We're still 19th. But at least now we are 19th on our own back, not just because Nottingham Forest can see goals for fun. So I'm happy with that. I really am. So what we're going to do is I'm going to now skip forward through the week and we're going to come back for the next game against West Ham, which will be at Kenilworth Road. We've picked up our first point against Brentford. Let me know in the comments if you've got confidence that we're going to pick up a point or maybe even get a cheeky little win against West Ham. We'll be back in about half a second after this transition. Hi, welcome back. So we are now at the next match day at home against West Ham. And as you can see by the table, we are actually now bottom of the Premier League. Nottingham Forest have played twice since we last played and got a draw against Brentford. They were away from home 4-3 thriller against Wolves, which got them their first win of the season. And then they've recently just got a 0-0 draw as well, which has given them their 4th point. So they're now very nearly out of the relegation zone. So we win today and go on 4 points. If Crystal Palace don't get anything against Fulham, if they lose against Fulham and we win, then we will go out of the relegation zone. I suppose it does also depend on what Sheffield United do as well. So this is an important game for us. So let's click continue and we will go forward to the next games. I have gone into the training part of it, and so Morris is able to play. Ogbene has failed his fitness test, that's fine. So Palace have lost, that's good news for us. So if we beat West Ham, and I know we are asking a bit of an amount, they are 8th in the league, but if we beat West Ham, we can climb out of the relegation zone, even if it's just until Sheffield United play tomorrow. A draw, I mean, it's another point, let's be honest. So opposition instructions, yes. In terms of our team, what are we going to choose? So is there anybody we want to bring in? Morris is fine, he can carry on where he is. Doughty Onyedema. So Onyeka is now available. So I think we bring him in for Luke Berry. I think I'm going to actually stick with this team. In actual fact, what I'm going to do, because Dicker has not been particularly good for us, I'm going to give Mads Anderson a start in central defence. And other than that, I think we may be ready to go. So let's submit the team. Let's get into it. We really do need something from this. I'd love to get a first win of the season, I really would. And in front of our own fans as well. I mean, it's nice just to not see all red on that part of it as well, to be honest. So West Ham starting off with a 4-2-3-1. So quite interesting. Declan Rice is still at West Ham. Skamaka is still there. They do have Lucas Moura. So it's interesting that Declan Rice hasn't gone anywhere in this version of the game. Because you would have thought he'd have gone somewhere. I mean, he's such a good player. So Vlasic with a free kick for West Ham. Good save from our keeper. Walton done really well to get fingertips to that and turn it around the post. Emerson with the corner for West Ham. Puts it in, headed away. We dealt with it. At least we have had a shot. I mean, it weren't on target, but we have had a shot. The possession, 47% for us, so we're holding our own at the moment in that respect as well. Long kick from our goalkeeper. It's now back with West Ham. Emerson has it on their left to Fornals. Back to Emerson. He gives it to Downs, who brings it forward. Vlasic finds Lucas Moura. They're carving us open a bit here, but Lucas Moura was very wasteful with that. Thankfully, that's all I can say. Man City beating Brentford 2-1 and Brighton beating Wolves 1-0, Evan Ferguson. I'm really interested to see how he turns out in this game and in real life, to be honest. So 0-0 at half-time. We've not been much of a threat, but we have had one shot on target. We have actually got a better XG than West Ham. I'm proud of us so far. Keep going, we can win this. I mean, they're not massively enthralled by my team talk, but let's go. So we have a corner, so with Doughty, puts it in, it's headed away. Doughty picks it back up again. What's he going to do? Gets a cross into the box. I mean, it's a poor cross, to be honest. We need to be doing better than that. So Ariola with the kick up field. We win it back. It's with Onyedema to Bubba Ruckman. I'll say, please do something with it, don't just give it away. Mads Anderson to Loduni. Denaya. Campbell. Morris. Come on, Onyedema. Oh, that was close. Doesn't go down as a shot on target, which is disappointing because I'd like us to get some shots on target. So we need to start looking at making substitutions. So West Ham have it. Flick on there. It's now with Skamaka to Lucas Moura to Vlasic. Declan Rice, and it's over the bar. High, wide. Well, it weren't wide, but it was high and not very handsome. So looking at this, I'm going to bring Onyedema off. And we go with Mendes Gomez to come in. Then who else have we got that's not playing well? So Mads Anderson isn't playing particularly well. Neither's Alan Campbell. If we take him off and bring Frank Onyeka on, that's two of our substitutions. So Johnson with the ball for West Ham. Morris gets it back to Woodrow. Finds Morris. Oh, he's just poor touch, just giving it away. I bet they're going to score here, aren't they? I mean, we look like we're tackling our own player there, but there you go. Called it. We make a mistake, they score. It's so annoying. It's so disappointing. So we've not been out of this game. It's just that last little bit of quality that we just can't seem to find. So I'm going to take Woodrow out. Try Musqui up there. Leduni can come off for Pelly Ruddock and Panzu. See if he can actually do something with his new fancy contract. Johnson to Downs. So we get the ball back. It's with Morris. And he's just lost it. Oh, this is so bad. Cannon has it. Gives it to Denaya. Back to Cannon. Mendes Gomez. Finds Morris. Gives it to Mpanzu. It's good build-up play. Oh, it's over. It's over, it's over, it's over. I think pretty much like our career here. I am putting some thought as well into what we do if and when I get sacked from Luton, because this could go down as one of the shortest Let's Play series in YouTube history, if we're quite honest. But We'll probably go with a big club. I'm thinking something like Newcastle, something like that. But hopefully we can turn this around. But it's not looking like it. Fornals, Vlasic, we just about managed to clear our lines. We just missed that something, don't we? It's a corner. Musqui will take it. Comes back out to Musqui. The Admiral. Oh, we scored! Reggie Cannon, you beauty. That's his second goal of the season. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be disallowed. No, VAR, don't do me dirty like this. Yes, get in. Oh, come on, don't give it away now. This could be a second point in a row. 2 games unbeaten, all that sort of stuff. You know, we can spin it any way we want. So Walton has it. There's only 3 minutes of time to be added on, which is good. It's Lucas Moura. Come on, do not do this to me, please. I'm begging you. What's he doing? I mean, what on earth was that? Sorry, can we just go back on this a little bit? Rewind 10 seconds. I don't know if that's enough. No, that's not enough. So we're going to go back another 10 seconds. Now, first of all, I need to identify who this is. I think it's him here. Bubba Ruckman. If that is you, you are not playing in the next game. I'm telling you that now. So the ball's gone forward. Now, at that point, that's comfortably his ball, right? Sports Interactive, if you're watching, I know you're not going to be, but if you are, or you're someone that knows anyone at Sports Interactive, can you point this out? Because this is not going to happen in real life. I'm sorry. Ball comes over, and he just stops and turns around. The ball's clearly not going out of play. He's got Antonio running at him. He just stops, turns around, and just starts walking off in another direction. Oh, I better carry on running now, he says. I mean, come on, seriously. Oh. We've got a draw, folks. We have got a draw. It's a 1-1 draw. Musqui with the assist. That was a genius move by me to bring him on. Reggie Cannon with the goal, equalising in the 87th minute. This has been a successful episode. We've picked up a draw away from home against mid-table Brentford. Yeah, 11th, that's mid-table. We've picked up a draw at home against top half of the table West Ham, the European Conference League holders, no less. No, this is European champions we're talking about here, as West Ham fans will tell you. So, yeah, we've got 2 points from the episode. We're 2 points away from getting out of safety. And more importantly, when you look at our schedule, we've got Newcastle next, which I'm not expecting a great deal from, considering they are third in the league at the moment. But then we've got a home game against Wolves. That is a winnable game. Okay, Forest can beat them. Forest beat them at Wolves. We can certainly beat them at Kenilworth. And then we've got these 3 games. I'm really looking at these 4 games being the 4 games where if we can get a win against, say, Sheffield United, when we were Bournemouth in the league, 16th. Sheffield United, in theory, we could pick, I mean, it's a shame that 2 of the 3 games are away from home, but we could definitely pick up a couple of wins here. If we can beat, say, Sheffield United and Forest, a draw against one of these, 7 points from the next 4 games, and we would be in a really nice position. So it's not all lost, folks. There's hope on the horizon. We just need to make sure we can grab hold of that hope. And I'm looking forward now to episode 3. So I'm going to play Newcastle, Wolves and Sheffield United off camera. I will then come back for episode 3, which will be Saturday at 6 p.m. for Bournemouth at home, Forest away. And then I'll cry when we play these 2 games here. But so yeah, that's going to be episode 3 there. And then we'll probably look at episode 4 to be something like Tottenham and Burnley, away to Tottenham, at home to Burnley. And if we are able to do them games, it means we wasn't sacked by Christmas, and that can only be a good thing. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please leave a like. It's massively, massively helpful. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this Luton Town Let's Play and the rest of the FM24 content I've got coming up throughout the rest of this year and into next year. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much. Bye.